Three mistakes men make during masturbation after 60 are quietly destroying circulation, damaging nerves, and weakening performance. And most men have no idea they're doing them. Rushing through it, gripping too tightly, ignoring the emotional weight. These seem completely harmless, but after 60, they become silent killers of sensitivity and function. I'm Dr. Laura Bennett, urologist who's worked with thousands of men navigating these exact challenges. Today, I'm breaking down how to masturbate safely after 60, what mistakes cause long-term damage, and what approach actually supports your health instead of harming it. This isn't about shame or judgment. This is about protecting what matters: your circulation, your prostate, your confidence. Now, I think we both know this conversation never happens in doctors' offices, but it should, because understanding this protects decades of function. First, I want to reassure you of something important. Masturbation is not only normal, it's genuinely healthy, especially as we grow older. Regular, gentle self-stimulation is one of the simplest ways to support your health after 60. It keeps blood circulating through the penis, nourishes the prostate, lowers stress hormones, and improves sleep quality. But the way your body responds to touch in your 60s is very different from your 20s or 30s, and there's no shame in that. It's biology. As we age, skin becomes thinner, nerve endings take longer to respond, and blood vessels become more reactive. That's why your approach needs to evolve. This isn't about using more force. It's about tuning in, being mindful, listening to your body with care instead of treating it like a machine. When you slow down and engage thoughtfully, the experience becomes not only more pleasurable, but far more beneficial to your long-term health. The first major mistake is rushing. A lot of older men treat masturbation as something they need to get over with. It becomes a habit of speed, done quickly with tension, often in silence. But rushed stimulation quietly works against you after 60. Here's what happens when you rush. Your nervous system stays alert. Blood vessels constrict instead of expanding. Your heart rate rises in a stressed way, not a healthy way. Your brain scans for interruption. Your body stays on edge. This prevents you from relaxing into sensation. The result? You feel unsatisfied, maybe sore, or find it harder to reach arousal at all. When this becomes a pattern, your body associates touch with tension, not safety. Your arousal process becomes mechanical, rigid, less responsive. The good news? This can be changed with a simple shift. Give yourself more time. Even a few extra minutes to slow down, breathe deeply, and arrive in the moment changes everything. Creating a small window where you're not distracted, not checking your phone, not waiting to be interrupted, tells your body it's safe to let go. When your body feels safe, blood vessels soften, nerves awaken, tissues become responsive. That's when true satisfaction happens, not through pressure or speed, but through presence. The second mistake is using too much pressure. Many men after 60 begin gripping more tightly or moving more aggressively. Sometimes it's habit. Sometimes the body feels less sensitive and they're trying to feel something, but the result causes more harm than good. The penis isn't just skin and muscle. It's delicate, sponge-like blood vessels, sensitive nerve endings, and connective tissue designed to respond best to steady, gentle stimulation. When you use a tight grip repeatedly, it creates friction, compression, and strain. Over time, this leads to decreased sensitivity, where nerves stop responding properly. Some men develop what's called death grip syndrome, where the body only responds to one specific type of pressure, usually their own hand. This makes intimacy with a partner much harder. It can also cause soreness, irritation, or tiny tears that make future stimulation less comfortable and more stressful. The solution is gentleness. Loosen your grip just a little. Use natural, unscented lubricant to reduce friction and protect skin. Focus on how the experience feels rather than getting it done. Breathe deeply, relax. Think of this as therapeutic massage meant to keep tissue healthy, circulation flowing, and your mind in sync with your body. The more you approach this with patience and kindness, the more rewarding it becomes. Now, while we're talking about supporting circulation and vitality, there's something else many men over 50 swear by: a simple olive oil trick that supports energy, blood flow, and overall performance. I have a video breaking down exactly how to use it. Watch it after this one. All right, let's talk about the third mistake, and this one might surprise you. The third mistake has nothing to do with how you touch your body. It's about how you feel about it. Ignoring the emotional side of self-pleasure is something many older men do for years without realizing the impact. Most of us were never taught that emotions and hormones are connected, that thoughts, memories, and stress levels all shape how we experience touch and arousal. For some men, this shows up as shame. Maybe you were raised to believe masturbation was wrong or dirty. For others, it's about changes with age, how your body looks, how it responds, how long it takes. These thoughts become quiet sources of stress. You start wondering, am I normal? And instead of finding comfort, you feel tension, guilt, or avoidance. But emotions that are pushed down don't disappear. They get stored in the body, in muscles, in breath, even in blood flow. Over time, this emotional weight leads to performance anxiety, disconnection from your body, even depression. And that loss of connection becomes loss of desire, not because your body can't respond, but because your heart no longer feels safe. So, what can you do? Start with compassion. This isn't about performance, it's about connection, healing, self care. If that's difficult, talk to someone, a doctor, therapist, or friend who understands. You deserve to feel safe in your own skin. You deserve to enjoy your body, no matter your age. Letting go of shame and replacing it with understanding is one of the most powerful steps you can take. Now that we've walked through the three biggest mistakes, let's focus on something hopeful: how to create a healthy, safe, and satisfying self-care routine. Start with cleanliness. Make sure your hands are clean. If you use any tools, cloths, or towels, keep them clean too. Create a space that feels quiet and calm, somewhere you can be alone, undistracted, and relaxed. Use natural, fragrance-free lubricant to protect the skin, and always pay attention to what your body is telling you. If you feel pain, discomfort, tightness, or notice changes like swelling, sores, or irritation, don't ignore it. These could be signs of inflammation, circulatory issues, or conditions related to your prostate. A doctor can help, but when done gently and mindfully, this practice becomes a source of health. If you're feeling unsure or like you're beginning again after years of disconnect, that's perfectly okay. Many men rediscover their connection to their bodies in their 60s or 70s. It's not regression, it's evolution. You're not broken, you're not past your prime. You're in a new phase of life that asks for more care, more intention, and more kindness. And when you respond with that care, your body responds back, often in powerful ways. So tonight, or whenever you feel ready, give yourself the gift of attention. Not performance, not pressure, just presence. You deserve that. Here's exactly what I want you to do. First, the next time you engage in self-pleasure, consciously slow down. Add just 5 extra minutes. Breathe deeper. Notice how your body responds to gentleness. Second, try loosening your grip by just 10%. Use lubricant if you haven't been. Focus on sensation rather than outcome. Third, before and after, check in emotionally. How do you feel? Any shame, tension, or discomfort? Acknowledge it without judgment. Fourth, if you notice pain, soreness, or decreased sensitivity, schedule a conversation with a urologist. These are your body's signals. Remember, your body still matters, your pleasure still matters, and your confidence is worth protecting. Aging doesn't mean the end of sexuality, it means the evolution of it. And when you approach that evolution with kindness, the experience becomes deeper and more satisfying than it ever was before. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest men's health content. Before you go, remember that video I mentioned about the olive oil trick men over 50 swear by? Simple, natural practices like that support everything we discussed today. Don't skip it. I'm Dr. Laura Bennett. Your body is still capable of pleasure, connection, and vitality. Take care of yourself. Thanks for watching, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.